Hello everyone, I'm Trish and you are watching Thrive with Trish, the place to be to build your confidence and make your dreams happen. Today we're going to be talking about how to overcome an overwhelming sense of anxiety. Here are the 8 tips that I would like to share with you today, so let's go. Tip number 1, identify an instant pick-me-up. For me personally, that is going to my daughter, hugging her and looking at her while she's giving me this really innocent, deep, heartfelt giggle. That really gets me every time. So maybe for you, it could be watching a comedy, it could be painting, it could be going for a drive, it could even be just opening the window and welcoming in fresh air. Whatever that it is, try and identify one instant pick-me-up so that in any moment of time that you feel really stressed up, it will help to calm you down at least a little bit. Tip number 2, caffeine detox. I am a coffee drinker, I'm a tea drinker, but I can also do without any of these. But for me, normally, sometimes when I'm tired or I'm stressed up, I don't know, automatic response, I go for and grab a coffee. But the thing is, it doesn't help. It only makes your heart palpitate faster and it increases anxiety. Also, it totally kills my next tip. Tip number 3, sleep more. Sleep is so crucial. Many people don't realize just how important it really is. Sleep deprivation can cause impairment in your judgment, in your memory, and in your mood. Research has shown that people who sleep lesser than 8 hours in a day actually shows higher stress levels than people who do. Now, to all those parents out there who are watching this episode right now, I understand what you're thinking. You're thinking, Trish, all that sounds so nice in an ideal world, but my kid or kids, babies keeps me up at night and I can't sleep well, blah, blah, blah. I completely understand. Believe me, let me give you an example. My daughter, my baby girl, last night she fell asleep at around 8 and then around midnight, she wakes up because she had a bad dream and she comes to my husband and I and then she just hugs us and cuddles with us in bed. But of course, I have to wake up to, carry her to my bed, so on and so forth. And then at 4 a.m., she wakes up crying because pee leaked out of her diaper and she's wet and her clothes are wet. So mama has to wake up and clean her up. If you're a parent, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So what I would strongly recommend is if you can't get a full 8 hours of solid good sleep at night, try your best to have power naps throughout the day, anytime. Maybe once or twice a day, whichever amount of time that you need in order to recharge and reboost your energy. Whenever you can take that power nap, please do it because it can do wonders for your energy and for your health. Tip number 4, talk it out. I know that probably in some of my previous videos, I did mention about this, that it's always a good idea to express yourself in a healthy way to somebody that you trust, somebody that you love, especially in moments of stress. It's not a good idea to bottle it all up inside because it's really like a volcano waiting to erupt. Plus, a study has shown that if you call your mom or somebody that you love and you talk about your feelings, it really helps to release oxytocin in your brain. And thus, it helps to keep you calm. It's time to pick up that phone. Tip number 5, avoid procrastinating. In one of my previous videos, I shared about how to overcome procrastination. Whether or not it's to get a certain project done by a certain deadline, or maybe to fix something which you know is really going to break down any time, please do it right now. Because if not, the longer that you delay, at the end of the day, when you're really near to that deadline, or when something really breaks down already, you'll be rushing against time in order to get it done or to get it fixed. So why do you want to put yourself in that situation when you could have avoided it right now? Tip number 6, learn to say no. The thing is, when you take on more than you can handle and you don't talk about it, with your bosses or with your loved ones that something is bothering you or you're feeling very overwhelmed with a certain project or a certain task, it's not going to help you in any way. But of course, there is a way of saying no in a very rude manner, and then there is a way of saying no in a very tactful manner. I'll put a link up here to this video of how to say no tactfully. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend that you do check it out. Tip number 7, eat right. Foods such as salmon, dark chocolate, turmeric, and chamomile have properties such as antioxidants and other good nutrients that helps to reduce anxiety. These are tested and proven by researchers. Though I can understand when you're under a lot of stress, you tend to go into an emotional eating mood. So maybe a pizza or a burger or fries will look very tempting. And of course, you can go ahead and stuff your face with it. It will taste really good in that moment, but afterwards, you're gonna feel sluggish, demotivated, and you're just gonna be angry with yourself. So don't do that to yourself. Tip number 8, flash a smile. Mother Teresa once said, "Every time you smile at someone, it is an action of love, a gift to that person, a beautiful thing." And truly, it really is. I understand right now we are advised to do social distancing, but it's not asking you to be antisocial. I truly believe that right now, when you go out, even if to any stranger, just smile. The whole world, not only you or me, we are all in this together right now. We are all facing this pandemic. So can you imagine the amount of stress that everyone is going through? But what if you and we could just start a spark, a glimmer of joy, a little bit of hope just by sharing one smile? How wonderful would that be? To me, I really appreciate when sometimes I go out for a walk with my daughter and I see strangers and either they smile to me first or I smile to them first, whichever that it is. It's like we don't even have to open our mouth to say anything, but it's a way of communicating through their eyes. It's like, "Hi, how are you? And I hope you're fine." Just through a smile. It's really such a beautiful way of perking another person's mood up. Plus, a study done in 2012 shows that genuine smiling helps to reduce your heart rate after a stressful event. All the more reason to smile. So my dear friends, let's end today with a quote of the day. "No amount of anxiety can change the future, but just a glimmer of joy is all that is needed to bring serenity in the now." Now I'd like to hear from you. What are the strategies that you are trying in order to overcome really stressful, overwhelming moments? Please do let me know either in the comments below or over my website, trishandco.com. And while you're at my website, please do sign up for my Trish exclusive newsletter to not only receive a free ebook on how to build unshakable confidence, but also to receive empowering tips, freebies, and giveaways from myself that I don't share anywhere else. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any specific topics that you would like me to touch on, please do let me know in the comments below. And if you like this episode, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, family, anyone that you believe that the tips shared today will help them to overcome overwhelming anxiety. As always, live strong and have the courage to create a life you love because your happiness matters. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care, and I'll catch you next time on Thrive with Trish.